Army, it's Heidi Allen from the Positive People Army. How are you guys doing today? It is Wednesday, and Wednesday is Positive Word Wednesday. One of my favorite days because my most favorite things to do is to tell stories, because I feel like our stories, our life stories, the experiences that happen to us, they're all messages, they're all lessons, they're all things we're supposed to be paying attention to. So today, I'm going to tell a story about self-doubt. And self-doubt is so difficult for all of us, and all of us go through this one called self-doubt. So this story starts with, a friend of mine, actually. So this particular friend, he's what you call an amateur photographer. He takes a ton of photos because he travels so much. So the thing is I, at one time in my life, was a professional photographer, and I shot weddings for a living. I no longer shoot weddings anymore, and I'm no longer classified a professional photographer, but I still love to take photos. And not just that, I love to follow Instagram photography sites. And I'm still captivated by all of these images. So this particular friend that I have that constantly travels and takes photos, he pretty much follows the exact same sites that I do. So this last vacation that he just came back from, he was showing me some of these amazing photos that he took. And so I started a conversation, and I said to him, I'm just wondering, you and I follow the same Instagram sites of all these photographers, and I have to tell you, your images are just as amazing as what we're looking at. Have you thought about starting your own Instagram site? And then he says to me, I don't know about that, Heidi. See, I could put up my photos, but then I'm not going to have that many followers. And what does that look like? And then, what if no one follows me? And then worse, what if no one likes my photos? And as I sat there listening to him, I actually thought about this, because this particular emotion we all know really well. And of course, I kind of gave it away already. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Mia. Good morning, Celia. But what had happened, what set in, was self-doubt. Self-doubt is now all of a sudden consuming him. He can't start this Instagram site because of self-doubt. So as I'm sitting there listening to him, I thought about this story. I thought about the first time in my life that self-doubt really bubbled up. And it was the first time that it hit me in the face that shifted my entire life. And this very first time that happened was when I was 10 years old. I will never forget this memory, and I will never forget the feeling of self-doubt. See, when I was 10, I played the guitar, and I was a student at the Royal Conservatory of Music in St. Catharines, Ontario. Now, I was taking guitar for a year. I ended up taking it for a few years. Just want to let you know, I cannot play a chord to this day, but back then, I was pretty good at playing guitar. And so it was almost to the end of the first year that I was taking these guitar lessons, and I was really enjoying myself. And about a month before the year ended, we were all sent home with a form, a piece of paper. And so I gave the form to my mother, and what the form was telling us that there was a music festival that was going to take place in Welland, Ontario at a convention center, and the school, the Royal Conservatory of Music, wanted the students to sign up to take part in the competitions. So of course I would take part in a guitar competition. Now, not only did they have these competitions for the musical instrument that we were playing, but they had all kinds of other little competitions to make it really fun and entertaining. So there was a baking contest, a singing contest, and a beauty pageant contest. Well, my mother loved the idea of a beauty contest. She loved it. So right away, she signed me up for a guitar competition and the beauty contest. Well, I didn't feel that bad about doing the guitar competition because I felt like I was doing pretty good, and I was going to be up against students that were pretty much at the same level as me. But the beauty contest, I was not too thrilled about this. I can't even tell you how scared I was about this beauty contest. So at the time that this was happening, my grandparents that lived in England were over in Canada visiting us. They would always come once a year for about anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. I was really, really close with my grandparents, even though they live so far away. So they're here. They decided they're going to take on this little project with me. So my Nana is a seamstress. And so she decided she was going to make this really fancy, cute dress for me to sashay down the runway. And my grandfather put together this practicing schedule for me so that I could get really prepared for the guitar competition. And he even helped me draft a little speech that I would say during the beauty contest. So week after week, the dress was coming together. I'm having so much fun practicing. I didn't even mind the calluses on my fingers. And so now all of a sudden, the day was here. Competition day was here. So as it arrived, I got up. My mom put my hair in like those hot rollers. So I had I had really long hair at the time. So I had all these pretty curls. She even let me wear lip gloss. My dress was so super pretty. It was this lacy white dress with these tulips all over it. And I absolutely loved it. I felt really ready for the competition. And to tell you the truth, I felt really pretty. In what I was wearing. And my speech was so super cute. My grandfather had helped me draft this entire little speech together about my name, the fact that I was the eldest in the family, that I loved skipping and I loved hopscotch, and that I really loved playing guitar for my 2 cats at the time, Pippin and Pepper. It was a super cute little speech. So we're driving to the competition. We arrive at the convention center. My grandfather walks me to this room where all the little beauty contesting girls are supposed to go. I can't even describe to you how nervous I was. Like a million butterflies are in my stomach. So my grandfather opens the door and the entire room is filled with all of these pretty little girls with curls and updos and dresses running around frantically. It was so loud. I will never forget how loud that room was. So my grandfather said, "Okay, Heidi, have fun." And as he was about to leave, I kind of grabbed his hand really, and I'm like, "Please don't leave me here. I don't want to do this." And he's like, "Heidi, you're going to be fine. Just believe in yourself." So he left, and then I started looking around the room, and I could see this tall blonde woman kind of orchestrating all of the girls, and she's kind of collecting everyone. So I go over and I sit down. So she proceeds to tell us that we're all going to line up in alphabetical order, and as our name is called by the MC, we are to walk up to the microphone, and we are to say 3 things. We're to say our name, what city we're from, because there was many people from all over the Niagara region there, what city we're from, and what instrument we play. So the moment she says this, I'm like, wait a minute. I've prepared a speech. I have a speech with my grandfather about my cats and the guitar and hopscotch and skipping. What am I supposed to do here? So like instantly, self-doubt sets in right away. What am I supposed to do here? Like, am I supposed to say my speech? Am I supposed to say what this woman says? What if I say my speech and the entire auditorium is judging me? What if the lady, the blonde, tall lady, all of a sudden gets mad at me? Worse than that, what if all these little girls that I'm with start laughing at me? I can't even tell you the way I felt in this moment. All those nervous butterflies, gone. They have flown away. The only thing I'm going through right now is I'm feeling nauseous. So she lines us all up and she takes us to the stage. And as I'm standing on the stage, I'm thinking, you know what? I could run. I could totally run. I could see the exit door. I could just leave. No one will notice. They'll call my name, but then they'll just go to the next girl. But then, of course, it got too late and my name was called. So I walked up to the microphone. My legs were shaking. This auditorium is filled. My legs are shaking, and in a very shaky voice, I said, "My name is Heidi Cece," my maiden name at the time. "My name is Heidi Cece. I live in St. Catharines, and I play the guitar." Nothing more, nothing less, nothing. That's all I said. And I turned around and I walked back to the line. And as I did, I can't even tell you how I felt. Like, it's like, you know that feeling. I'm literally like right in that feeling again. Whew! I felt awful. I felt really, really awful in that moment. Like, doubt had totally consumed me in that moment. And then it was like guilt set in. Guilt that I'd let my grandparents down. They'd worked so hard to prepare me for this moment. And I didn't do it. Then, okay, get this. Swear to God this happened. I swear to God the universe is always talking to us. The moment I got back in the line, the next little girl right behind me walked up to the microphone, I'm not lying, and said, "Hi there, my name is Jennifer. And I love my bicycle so much. It's my brand new red bicycle. And I love chocolate ice cream. And I truly love to play the piano." And then she named all the songs that she loved to play on the piano. She said a speech right after me. Here's the thing. When she finished it, the applause was louder for her than any other girl that had gone up there. Not only that, not one person in the auditorium judged her. None of the little girls snickered, and when I looked at the blonde tall lady, she wasn't mad. In fact, she looked really proud of this little girl. They applauded, and that applause continued. When that little girl stood downstage with the tiara on her head, she won the damn pageant. I'm like, seriously, universe? This is the first time, self-doubt. She won the beauty pageant. I can't even tell you the despair that I felt that day watching that girl down there. I had let fear and doubt completely rob me of showing that auditorium my authentic self, who I was. I let someone else tell me what I should do, and I didn't live my authentic self. Now, here's the thing. There is no guarantee that if I'd said that speech that I would have won that beauty contest. But that's not what I'm talking about here. It's that, what choice are you going to make? What choice are you going to make every single day that you get up? Is the choice going to be to live on the sidelines of your life and let fear and doubt rob you of all these incredible moments, just taking the easy road because it's easy? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I gotta tell you, every day I get up, I push past my fears. I push past my doubts because I am winning against fear and doubt. And for me, I feel like I'm winning and wearing my tiara every single day. So it's up to you guys. Are you going to wear your tiara? Are you going to wear your crown every single time that fear and doubt comes in? Or are you going to sit on the sidelines of your life? It's totally your choice. It's your choice. I hope you enjoyed my story. Love you guys. Everyone have an amazing day. Woohoo! Don't you love my tiara? Bye, guys.